Um, I'm gonna be going through my sketchbook today and just go through every single page, talk about some of the paintings that emerged from this sketchbook, or what I use the sketchbook for. I don't know. I guess it'll be interesting for some people. I wasn't sure if I should show this because it's like shows how bad I am at drawing things, but you'll see that you don't have to be the best at drawing to come up with painting ideas or just paint. Hopefully, it will encourage you to trust those ideas that you have spinning around here and then just go for it. Yeah, let's go through the tour. Welcome to my studio, aka my living room. All right, let's get on. All right, welcome to my sketchbook tour. I never thought I would be doing this, but because this sketchbook is just so dead. All right, that's the front cover. That's the back cover. It's just extra paint left on the palette, and I'm like just going crazy with it. It's nothing interesting. Just my aim was to make it disgusting, really. So like, it just sets the mood that everything I draw in there doesn't have to be serious. And I think I got this sticker when I bought a bike. Alright, first page we have some interesting shit going on because you can probably tell there's nothing like a proper drawing or a painting here. On this page, I think I was trying to figure out new ways to paint this origami bird sort of thing. I've painted this bird in a lot of paintings, but this is where it started. I painted it in my sketchbook and I started thinking, oh, let's see if I can use it in my actual paintings. And I also thought about how I can maybe paint it differently, but I kind of just gave up. You can see I sort of left them unpainted there. Another thing I was trying to figure out how I can make the pills or jelly beans a bit more interesting. I mean, you could see like the way I'm trying to figure out how I can like have fun with it. And then I turned it into this sort of thing, and then I'm like, wait, that could actually be a painting. And then it came this, then I drew a little bit bigger, and then that became a painting, which is good. When I'm like just drawing unnecessary stuff and a painting emerges from it, it's always good. And a lot of my paintings have this sort of thing as well, where I like paint these little ovals or circles. And I thought maybe I want to just switch it up a little bit, and then I tried drawing them differently. After looking at some Pinterest images, it's sort of like the exact copy, but I drew them so I can like take it from there, you know. And yeah, just that's another pill sort of thing I painted because I wanted to see if this color combination works, and it did. I think I may have used this color combo on some painting. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. All right, next page. All right, this page is, just I abandoned it. My plan was to paint whale sharks and stingrays in sort of interesting ways, like acrylic painting. This is when I was getting to acrylic paint a bit more, especially in the way I want to paint them. And it came down to basically not giving up, getting distracted by another painting idea and left it there. I should come back to these, maybe paint them and like finish this page and see if I can like have fun with this. Just go crazy. Yeah, I might do that. All right, what's going on here? Breakfast. This is actually really interesting page because this sketch here and this sketch here, I wasn't even interested in them, and I came back to them maybe like a year later before I actually painted them. That was the first video that went viral on TikTok, and this has the most views on TikTok as well, which is insane. And it's always good to draw your idea in a sketchbook, so you can always look through and just pick one and start painting. That's what I normally do. That's the reason why I have this sketchbook. And this next page, can you see? There we go. I was planning on painting a series because I had done one like this where it's like a hot dog sort of thing going on. And my plan was to make like a series of paintings, maybe like 5 or 6. And then obviously I got distracted. I did this one and then forgot about this one. But that later on became a different sort of painting, which you can see here as well. And I left these sections empty and I came back here, drew these. These are like recent sketches because I was like, hey, there's empty space in my sketchbook here. I should probably paint it. One thing I want to start doing is maybe like date every time I put down a sketch. That should be helpful. I should do that. I'm wondering if I painted this figure sort of thing. Oh yeah, see, that didn't go to waste either because that I think ended up being on an empty spray can. Cool. Oh yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 game was coming out, and the whole world in that game just looked incredible. I really liked how the city looked. Basically, I was trying to make a painting inspired from Cyberpunk, and I drew that one first, and I just did that sketch afterwards. No, I think I did it. I did that sketch, and then this one. I think I combined these two maybe a little bit. I'll put a picture up. See, I'm trying to think of that bird again, coming in and out. These are like elements I have in my paintings, and I was like, I want to create patterns or patches of just minimal things that are like Bobsy things. And these are the things I came up with. I didn't get any patches made, but I did turn this into a pattern, which I'm really happy about. Let's move on to the next page. I wish I had done this like on a bigger scale. I did like a very tiny painting of this. Same with this one. Yeah, that became a painting. Also, this became a painting. My sister and I love this emoji, and I was like, oh, let me just paint this. And I turned that into painting. This was gonna be a painting, but it felt a bit too simple. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do next is every time I have like a canvas, especially a big one, my instincts are just to fill that thing up like everywhere, not leave any areas. And that's what I want to cut down in my future painting. Just keep things simple, just nice and neat, tidy. I just feel like a need to do more when there's like a bigger canvas involved. With this one, I was a bit unsure about what kind of colors I wanted in my painting. I just started doing like big brush strokes, especially on these ones, just to see how the colors look. I was happy with all of them, to be honest. I really liked them, but I stuck with this one, I believe. Wow, there's a lot of pages. I didn't think there would be that many. Oh, look at that. That hasn't become a painting yet because I'm just not quite sure yet. And this one. Another spray can here. Basically measured the spray can bottle just to make sure it will fit. So that turned into painting. That turned into painting. This one is like one of my favorite paintings. I don't know. Oh, and this one as well. What I was thinking here, but I'm glad I drew this one on my sketchbook because this was my first painting that was like bigger in scale than usual. This was 70 by 50 centimeters. Another one here is where I'm like recreating the statue of David by Michelangelo. And I was like, oh, that should be interesting, trying to recreate that into my art style. One of the best paintings I've done, I think. This painting is actually sold, and this one as well. And this one. I wish I had kept this one for myself. I don't know. It's hard to let go of the ones you really like. I think I was about to do a different sort of sketch from this, but halfway through, look how shit this is. Look how every sketch is just so bad, but it's about just getting the concept down, and you have some foundation to go on from, and then you can develop. And I was thinking, oh, lipstick. I want to add lipsticks in different ways. There's like some artists who whose pictures I saw on Instagram, and it kind of put that like seed in my head, like, oh, lipsticks, maybe put those in there. And I did. This was a tiny random sketch here. I wasn't thinking too much of this. That became a painting. And you know what's crazy? I just finished doing a painting around this sketch. You will see this sketch come right in the end as well, which turned into different sort of thing, but very similar to this. I remember being in uni, I would just sit there, not write down anything, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'll never forget this. I had this in my brain, and guess what? Most of the information was gone, and I'm trying not to let that happen for my painting ideas. So as soon as they come to me, I draw them down in my sketchbook, no matter how bad they look, how shitty they look. I always get them down in like a physical state. Does that make sense? I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I've been talking for since I've started doing that. I've noticed I've been like on a roll, basically, not like having huge gaps where I'm not sure what to paint next. I've taken like breaks just to relax and stuff, but not because I didn't have any ideas. And I'm glad that like I started doing this, and I highly encourage you to start doing that as well. Whenever you have an idea, doesn't matter how bad it sounds, draw it. Draw like a really bad drawing. Look at these. Look at this. I mean, that's not exactly Mona Lisa sort of stuff. Look at that one. Really bad. That turned into painting, didn't it? And what are the sketches? Look at all of them. None of them could be. These are not 10 out of 10 drawings. Let's see. Oh, look at that one. I don't think I've done this one. This actually became a painting, I'm sure. And this could be a painting. I haven't done it because I painted this sort of baseball bat already. What else? Oh, that is a separate sort of thing, which became a painting. Look at that one. This one here is like an iteration of this painting here. Became a painting. Did that become a painting? I'm not sure, you know. Wait. I think that one is used for digital painting. On every page, I've sort of painted around the sketch. And that's not because that's what I like to do on a sketch. That's because when I'm working on a painting and there's like extra paint left and it's just sitting there not being used, I just pick up a brush, start painting around the sketch. And that started looking really nice. And then I kept going on. And look at all these just painted around the sketch. I think it kind of gives a cool vibe to it. Oh, another one. This like a whole series of 3 paintings here. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty interesting. How can I turn this into a painting? That became this. And it's like things leading to another thing and becoming something. Look, remember I drew this sketch back there? It felt a bit simpler then, and it was perfect for the spray can. So that sketch came in handy. What's here? I did like a little sketch here. I think you'll see this again. That painting became really popular on TikTok as well. And that's the painting I sold out on print and the painting, which is pretty cool to see people are interested in this sort of stuff. Every time I sell a painting, it's like a huge surprise to me. I'm like, who's interested in this? That I painted different colors just to remind me I want like 2 different background colors. Look at the hierarchy here. It's a tiny little space on A5 size paper here, and they are becoming a full blown out painting, which is crazy to me because I normally draw them as like a not a big deal sort of idea, and I always come back to them. I don't know. This stuff is like from anime. It went from concept drawings to me trying to figure out how they do like the explosion sort of stuff, or like some superhero flies away. That's the stuff in the back. I don't know, something like that. Okay, what's this? I put like a question on Instagram stories to see what kind of album art people would recommend for me to recreate. I think this one is called The Attraction of Youth by Barnes Courtney. His album cover is like a skull with sunflower petals around it. And another one I found interesting was Anima of the State. Ooh, Blink 182. That's a very technical name. Yeah, I really like the nurse with like a putting a glove on. Pretty cool. Kind of similar sort of thing going on with these sort of paintings here and here. So I was kind of into this one. And there's another one, Devil album by Banks. So I had these three in mind, and I was like, I'll try to explore all of these three. And I started exploring the first one. I realized that was getting really interesting. You could see I'm putting like A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. So it's like all of these are merging from this idea to this one to this to that. Then I realized that all of these can be a series. And I didn't do it. Now I'm thinking about this. I'm like, if I want to come back to this, maybe I will. Oh, what's this? Look how cool these look. I think adding a bit of color around the sketch just brings out the whole thing even more. Just makes it pop. Really like it. Just love color in general. And I think I started thinking about this when I saw, I follow this photographer on Instagram, and she does like these creative photography sort of things where she puts like beetles or other insects as part of the portrait photography. I really liked it, and I was like, I want to put that into my painting, but how can I make it my own? And that's what's happening here. Let's see, I think I've painted this one here. Maybe this one as well. And this one. And this one. Yeah, I was trying to do that with this more for butterfly as well. Maybe I will in the future, but yeah, just left it there because I was just like, I can't think of anything here right now, so I just left it there. These ideas I did for a skateboard, custom skateboard. I was like, let's come up with like 5 bad sketches and then just draw one, pick one and draw one. Now, see, now I'm looking at them and I'm like, I could literally do all of them again. But yeah, I did that one. Turned out really cool. I want to put it on my wall instead of selling this one. Look how pretty this green color is around this sketch. Turned into a painting. I did this one. This one actually got inspired from like my tripod, mini tripod. It's like about this big, and I would put my Rode microphone, wireless microphone on top of it to record sound. As I was painting my trainers, I think I was painting trainers then when I got intrigued by this. I was like, maybe I can turn that into something while I'm painting trainers. And that looked a bit too landscapey and turned into more portraitish. I tried fixing this page. Anyway, next. Oh, look. That drawing I decided to paint. And I did like a full sketch. By the way, if you want to check out any of the paintings I mentioned, there's a video on YouTube or I guess TikTok and Instagram. You can watch the video and you can look at the image. Oh, you could tell me which one's your favorite as well. Look at these one. I wanted to turn flowers, lily flowers, into my art style. That's what I normally do. I find interesting things or just ordinary things and try to see how I can turn it into my Bob's art style. I guess that one looks really fun. I haven't done this, and I feel like if I'm gonna do this one, it will be on a huge canvas. Anyway, moving on. I think I saw this sort of container thing on a road, like a construction machine. Didn't go anywhere, but I put the sketch down anyway. I might come back to it. Another sketch hasn't turned into painting. This one is the painting. Oh, this idea, which is look, it's not even completely drawn here, but it kind of led to a different sort of painting, which you'll see on the next page, I'm guessing. No, you'll see it later on. But look, I draw something, I don't come back to it immediately. I come back like later on. Other element things I maybe want to add into my painting. Here, I may add camera instead of shoes. We don't know yet. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. And all of these things sometimes are pretty random. Sometimes they come from my hobbies and interests. So like I can roller skate, ice skate, and also I like film photography, and so that's why those things are there. I'll probably show you like the reference images I took for this painting, and then what the painting looks like for this one. All right, next we have, oh look, remember when I mentioned lipsticks and I wanted to capture different angles, maybe make it more curvy, more edgy, I don't know. And this one is inspired from my bag. I think I bought this denim bag when I got into uni and had it since uni. So it's been over 5-6 years. No, it's been 7 years now. Holy shit. And first, I just drew the basic shape of the bag, what it looks like. Then, this turned into a Bobsy bag, you could say. And turned into this really cool sketch. Took it in Illustrator, turned that into painting. Oh yeah, look, I made the pills or jelly beans into like wrapped candy. And I was like, can I explore that a bit more? So look, all these different ones here. And the best thing about this, if I've done that one already, I can just pick one out of these and they will work. I started getting into candy. Next thing you know, I'm painting candy in different ways. I went to Sainsbury's and there was a little milk carton there. I was like, this is cute. Took a picture, drew it, just to trigger some ideas in the future. Oh, look at this one. This, I was not sure at first. I remember drawing this. I was like, this looks really interesting. I think it got triggered from a TikTok video. And then that became this. Look how rough the sketches look here. And then I was like, what sort of outfit I want to give this to character here. And just drew that a little bit. And then I'm like, do I want the wings like pretty straight or more like flow to them? So these are the concept, and then these are just the elements that go into it, like how I want them. And I looked at the clouds. Maybe I was like, I'm gonna have fun with the clouds. Look how much space I'm giving to all this stuff. And every time I have an idea like this where it's like a lot of negative space going around, I'm a bit hesitant because I'm like, man, I should put something here. Maybe I should put something here. I need to fill the area. I'm glad I stuck with it because that I painted it on a denim jacket and then also made a digital painting. What happened after that is I connected the digital painting and the denim jacket together, so whoever buys the digital painting gets the jacket. I think that's pretty cool for digital painting buyers. I've been chatting for 45 minutes. I didn't think it would take this long. What is going on? How many pages I have left? Okay, we're nearly there. Oh, look at that. So this telephone, I realized maybe I want to add a bit more detail to this and to refine it. So when I take it in Illustrator, I have some sort of foundation, like always. Did that one, did this one here. Really like this antique style, kept that in. This moon, circular, lollipop, whatever you want to call this, is there as well. All right, this one, painted it on a wood panel. Really like Really liked how it came out. Kept it really simple, which I'm always happy about. Look at this one. Did that sketch here, didn't I? Look, look how bad this is. I mean, this is not a big improvement from that one, but this became a digital painting, which I'm really happy about. Look, those flowers here. Where are they? Started here when I started experimenting with them, and then that turned to this sort of stuff, which I used in a painting. Look here, look at all this mess. Yeah, so you could see like I put loads of details in here, and I just wanted to simplify just a little bit, maybe add a new thing on the top because it felt heavy at the bottom. I mean, if I was going for it, that would have been cool, but I wasn't at that time. And just close the gap on the top and the bottom, and it's like wrapping around this middle character here. Really liked it. And I was looking at the face. I took some reference images of my own face, and I had some face looking like in different directions, but I kept it straight because I wanted this butterfly sort of like a bow tie. I don't know if it's coming across that way. It doesn't matter, but I mean, it began from that sort of idea. This is one of the biggest paintings I've painted. 120 centimeters by 90 centimeters. Look at this butterfly. I looked at it. That butterfly sort of thing is from this thing here. Look, you could look at this and it's like, yeah, it means nothing to me. And then that's the thing, that's the thing that comes in handy later on, which is insane to me. So I'm really glad I put down all these different ideas or things in my head on a paper. And this one, I think I can take things from this one as well soon, because I can see there's like two fishes here, and there's like this wave of things around it that could be like a different color. That's getting me excited, so I might do another idea around this sort of thing. Okay, quickly let's go through this. Oh look, I haven't painted around this. I should. Simple idea, hit me at night, because you could see that that's like a light post here, and I had an idea, just light beaming down sort of thing and stuff happening in there like a portal. Really glad I did it, because the background is like it's one of those little moon things with the circular things you see here, like the eyes and glasses here inside of these flowers, the neck, but like the whole background. So happy that I did this one. A lot of people like this one. This one is popular on Instagram. I haven't done this one. I have an idea for it. Maybe I want to draw this again. I'm not confident enough on this one. But like other ideas, I might turn it into painting, even though I don't think it will work. We'll see. I'll come back to this in a second, but let's look at this one. So this painting is like the sister painting, or like the second painting in the series of this one here, in the very beginning. Do you see this? So I did that as a physical painting, acrylic painting, and I wanted to make a digital one here. I did like a really nice sketch, full paper sketch, because I know if I'm painting in digital, I need to have more details and a clear direction what I want to do, because when I'm painting on a canvas or a paper in a physical world, I feel like I have more freedom to just go crazy and I make decisions. But when it's digital, I feel a bit more restricted, even though I could go in different direction. But I don't know, because there's a lot of things you need to keep in mind, like layers, brushes, strokes, I don't know, too many things. So I just wanted to have clear direction what I wanted to do, have a really solid sketch, not just a shitty concept like you've seen in other ones. A really good sketch, and then draw from there. So I did that sketch here, And then what I wanted here, I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted it. So I drew it separately, because on computer you can just crop that thing up, put it on top, go from there. So I had this different things here, and I decided to go with this one. And then I even looked at if I wanted the arm to straight down or in a different way, because I cut them in half. I decided to just push it out a bit. Look at these wings on the shoulders, look really cool. It reminds me of that painting I did on the jacket. That's the last one. Oh, we got more. Last one is the next page. We're nearly there. This painting is a recreation of a painting that I did a couple years ago. Then I painted with acrylic paint and watercolor. I think my watercolor technique, my acrylic paint technique wasn't that great, but I think the idea was a solid one. And I had like a vision of what I wanted to, where I wanted to take that idea. I felt like I could do a lot more with it and have fun. And also, I didn't have to do a lot of work because the idea was already there. So I redrew what I wanted it to look like here. I didn't plan it in Illustrator. Went straight to the canvas, started drawing it. Really liked this one. Really liked how it came out. I'll put the old one and the new one for you to see. Alright, this is the last one and we are pretty much done. Also, my battery is about to die. So, let's make this quick. I haven't done this one. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We don't know yet. Remember this? Right? So, where is it? Oh, look. See, did that a long time ago. And came back to it. Did that sketch. Then I thought about just switching the hand a different way. I thought he had 3 fingers, now the 4th one here. The thumb is on the other side. I really like this stuff on this one, but I like the hand on this one here. But I took reference images of this one and just chose the one I think worked best. Started sketching it, got it down. I'm actually editing a video on this one, so you could see how I came up with this, how I took this sketch further, turned it into a painting. Yeah, I think I should leave that here. I've just completed painting this painting here, and then in my next video you can see it, how it turns out. And that's pretty much it. Oh, let me show you. Oh, never mind. Cross that out. No, we don't want that one. That's just me testing this new brush I bought. Another tip I want to give you today is don't be afraid to use a tracing paper. If it makes you a little bit faster getting things done, use it. And look, this comes in handy so much because a lot of times I just want to use this insect here, just put it down, trace it, get it done. And this one here, look, even the wings are there, different style. Look, that birdie is still there. That birdie right there, I use it all the time. Just put it down, sketch it, and then you're done. So that's the end of the sketchbook tour. If you found it interesting, great. If you find it useful, even better. Yeah, I never thought I would share this book, but I guess it might be helpful for some people to see how I use a sketchbook, at least for now. And I have another sketchbook that I use for design work where I plan out logos and stuff, but that's a different field. But yet, similar thing with that one as well, just putting down ideas. That's the main takeaway here as well. Just using a sketchbook to make the ideas that you have in your head solid and getting it down on a sketchbook or a piece of paper or tissue, anything, a leaf, so you don't forget about it and you can always come back to it. Cool. Ooh, like I said, I might have fun with these. I might paint them. I think I want to go back to this, just complete this page. It just feels so abandoned. And and some of you may find it. I'm gonna be. I forget this. I forget. I have to talk into this. Yeah. I have to hit the gym today. I think I missed it.